Mic check. I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountain top, and offered him every kingdom would not stop. He said, Son of man, worship me, come over, bend your knee. I said, I came in his name, I am saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples of what we call them. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told the story of the he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days, in his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name, I am saved by his grace. Hey, good evening, boys and girls. How you all doing? I guess that's all you natural girls. On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and he blew in the clouds, blew them away. Heaven and earth he built, it took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face. I said, 'cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la. Sent a letter to Cadbury's, they made a recipe for your eyes. Took the twinkles from the stars, place them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me, for me. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la. I'll work for days and toil for hours and hours, just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers, and your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. It will fluster the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la. And you veil will be handmade by nymphs. They blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse. Your legs, your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. 'Cause you're a natural girl. You got natural curves. So I send a message to my father up above and tell him, found this girl, one I'll truly love, the one that he sent down from heaven up above. She fits me just like a glove. 'Cause she's a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la. I'll climb the walls, clamber the highest steeple. At the top of my voice, I sing to all the people. Found this girl, actual girl. How you doing, boys and girls? Naturals, that is. Hello, Annabelle. How you doing, darling? The world was on fire. No one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna love. I don't wanna love with you. A wicked game to play to make me feel this way. A wicked thing to do to make me dream of you. A wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. A wicked thing to do to let me dream of you. No, I don't wanna with you. I'm from the auto cue. Yeah. The world was on fire. No one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed I'd lose somebody like you. I never dreamed I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't with you. Take the time to make some. Take the time to make some. what you wanna say. Cast your words away upon the waves. Sail them home with acquiesce on a ship of hope today. And as they land upon the shore, tell them not to fear no. I said, say it loud and sing it proud. Yeah, yeah. And then we'll dance if we wanna dance. Please, brother, take a chance. You know we're gonna go which way we're gonna go. We know is that we don't know how it's gonna be. Please, brother, let it be. Life on the other hand won't let you understand. We're all part of a master plan. So sing it loud, sing it proud today. I'm not saying right is wrong. It's up to us to make the best of all the things that come our way. Everything that's been has passed. The answers in the looking glass. There's 420 million balls on life's endless corridor. Fingers. So say it loud, sing it proud today. And we'll dance if we wanna dance. Please, brother, take a chance. You know they're gonna go which way we're gonna go. We know is that we don't know how it's gonna be. Please, brother, let it be. Life on the other hand won't let you understand. We're all part of a master plan. Pink master plan. Oasis, Liam and Noel Gallagher. Hayes, the gal Hayes. Where are we? Let's sing One for God then. We'll get a show on the road. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut. It's gonna cut you down. Sooner or later gotta cut. It's gonna cut you down. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said tell him the God's gonna cut. It's gonna cut you down. Well, goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet by the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me with a voice sweet, swear I hit the shuffle of an angel's feet. He called my name and my heart stood still. He said, Punch, go do my will, go tell the long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him the God's gonna cut. God's gonna cut him down. I said, tell him the God's gonna cut. It's gonna cut you down. You can throw your rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. Sure as God made black and white, it's done in the dark will be put into the light. Run on for a long time. Keep running for a long time. Run on for a long time. But sooner or later it's gonna cut you down. Sooner or later gotta cut. He's gonna cut you down. Let's move the microphone across. Oh, is it gonna stay? It's not gonna stay. Yeah, but what's wrong with your mic? There we go, it's better. Right, let's put the guitar back. Hello, Hansher. Look at your little face. Easy got you. You missed the last beat, didn't you? Yeah, you missed the last beat, didn't you? Look at your little crop dusting tail. Come on, biscuit. Right, come on, biscuit. Find it. Where's your biscuit? Find it, Molly. Where's your biscuit? Find it. I love hiding his biscuits and treats. He's a spaniel, he finds them. He thinks it's fun. I'm still waiting for that day when we're walking through the woods and he starts scratching at the floor. Something down here, Dad. Right. Are we sitting comfortably? I almost am. 1 second. Move that, move that. Microphone's in place. Right, let's close the music window. Let's copy and paste the stream. I'll be right back with you. 1 second. Doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop. Bunch of beautiful. Each and every flipping one of them. That microphone's in. Pause. Copy. Twitter. Tweet. Post. Yeah, paste and post. Did that go up? I think it did. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Why did that? Where's it come up? Why has it got no picture? That annoys me when it does that. Oh, it has got a picture. Oh, there we go. Right, let's come over to class. Say hello to you all. How you all doing? Do you have a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane? First in class tonight was the Yanks got here first. Hello, Rachel. How you doing, darling? Nung Nung, welcome to the show. Luke, E-Trader, Edmondson. Adrian Byrne, hello. Trini, how you doing? Jono, welcome. Alabama man. King Bay, welcome to the show. Jennifer, how you doing? Is that everyone? Oh, Sunset, welcome to the show. And I think that's all of you. Welcome, everyone. Right, let me go. To the first one. Let's do, I don't know. Let's do opera singers. Now you can add Maria Callas, whoever kept asking for it. Opera singers. Famous. Well, we'll start with Maria Callas, won't we? Seeing as you kept asking over and over. Maria Callas, American Greek soprano. Do you know what? That's not the one I was thinking of. I don't know if I have done her, you know. Have him. Let me have a look in the back file. MC33 Farder straight away. Copy. Back file. H's. No, not Olivia Newton-John. Oh, that dingbat who said that Olivia Newton-John is a woman and I've been psyoped. Oh my gosh. I took one look at you. You shall not pass! Right. It's easy to see, it really is. The harder ones, like I said, are the FTMs with the muscles. It's really hard to get your head around women being that big, but it's done, it's happened, it's too late. You're too late. You have got ringside seats to the end of the world. I've said it many times before, that's what we've all got. Ringside seats to the end of the world. Everyone else around us, when it all goes tits up, they just won't have a clue. Satan will get his lies mixed in with the truth and they'll be suckered off by Satan. Come on, Maria Callas. It's taking forever. Right, whilst it searches Maria Callas, we'll have a look at her. There's room for a spicy meatball. There's room for a spicy meatball there. It's not the deepest the cavities, but it still is there. It's the rectangular far apart eyes with a big thick brow bone look. A very short sloping forehead. Oh, no. Maria Callas is on the list. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates on him as well. It's a man, final answer. Look at that neck. It looks like a tree trunk growing out of the ground, look. It literally does. Now there's room for Mama's meatball. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. We're looking at Maria Callas, who has a massive neck. Let's have a look at those hands. Can't see them, they're gloved up. They always wear gloves, these fellas. Look at the size of those cheekbones. He's got a big mouth. Oh, it's definitely the lion smile. Jackie Onassis. Width of eyes and width of teeth. Let's have a look at your face. Look at the size of them taffies. I thought mine were big. They're double mine. They are. I thought I had big ears. Oh my gosh, there's some big taffies. They are, aren't they? That's the difference between an African elephant and an Indian elephant. I always thought I was African. I'm definitely turning into an Indian one with those size ears. Who's that? That looks like Giovan. Oh, it's Giovan. It looks like one of the Russian presidents. Is that him on the beach? It is. They put an Alame sticker right where his pee-pee would be. Right, Maria Callas, absolute male face, massive hands as well. Can we get a picture of it? I've just seen a shot of him. Where was it? Yeah, that one might do it. Wow, do you know who he reminds me of? Abramovich. He's reminding me of. Is their name Maria? No, it's not, is it? It's something Abramovich. Reminds me of that dude. He's not quite as meaty, but look at the distance in those eyes. Definitely at the 75mm marker, isn't it? Uh-oh. Boys with boobs. Look at that neck. Place to put a meatball. On YouTube's. That's a belter, isn't it, that? Look at that shadow caster. Is he meaning to do that? Oh, he's putting a neckerchief on. I thought he was actually outstretching his jaw on purpose. And again, with a big male hand and the male digit ratio. Yeah. Maria Callas. Well, he's already on the list. Let's get his gates for you. Walking. And there it is. Oh, he's a big fella, isn't he? Look at the size of him. He's a honey monster. I want my honey. There's a nice one with the Getty image. Look at the size. Hello, wildlife and fisheries. Look at the size of his oofers. Straight legs, by the way. There's another one. Again, with the big feet. Little woman on his left. Is that him in the window? That's an 8-foot window, that is. Nephilim! Is that the husband? It is the husband. Look at the mints on here. Little fat lady. And the big, staunch man. Look at the difference in these two skeletons. Don't tell me that that's a petite, tall woman. Why do birds suddenly appear every time? Uh-oh. Doing the Jesus pose. He's singing opera. Shut up. Right, let's have a look. See if he's on the on the back file. If he's not, we'll add him. Maria Callas. Away it goes. Oh, he's not there. Again, ghosted lot. Oh my, look at them Mickey Mouse noses. They're not breasts. They look like Mickey Mouse's nose. They curl up at the end. Marilyn Monroe. Open. Maria Callas. There he is. Maria Callas. MC 33 father. There you go. Maria Callas on the list. Once again. Right, let's come back. Let's get rid of Maria Callas. Who's the next one? We've got to do the 3-tenors, haven't we? Domingo, Carreras, and Pavarotti. Let's do Placido first. Placido Domingo. He looks like... who's the movie guy who does Star Wars? George Lucas. He looks like George Lucas. Is that him when he was younger? Let's have a look at her. That's a nice rounded eye socket you've got. She's got large ears for a woman though. Pink lips. Flat forehead. As she got older, that 5-head just grew and grew. Look, widest in the hairline, not in the cheeks. Placido Domingo. Back file. Domingo. Domingo. Find. Search. Away it goes. Once it searches, we'll go after the gates on Placido. She's got no neck. It's really weird, isn't it, how they got no neck? They've got shoulders and no neck. Is that the husband? It's got to be, yeah? Or is that the husband? Marta Ornelius. Marta. How can you disguise being a man in drag? I know, I'll put a pant on my head. Oh, is that in the background? It's in the background. I thought that was in it. My bad. My bad. My bad. Play my eye. Right, let's go back. I wonder who the chef is who's been tossing off in the salads. Would you like a Caesar salad? All right. Oh, didn't someone say it was Gia Dematris? Well, yeah, that one could jack off, right? It's pretending to be a woman. Still got a pee and all that. 20 years. 20 years worth of semen dumped in your food. And you're not just paying normal prices for that food. Doesn't it make you ain't got the money to eat there? $200 a plate, but we come on your food. No thanks. Who's that? No, let's go back. Placido Domingo. What's it say in the back file? Oh, we've got someone. There he is. Placido Domingo. He's already on the list. Let's just check up here. Placido Domingo. Oh no, that one's there. Oh no, they're still there. Placido Domingo is still there. There's a gate lock. Right there. The man versus the woman. Tell by the bowling ball head on the wife lot. Look at the size of that head. Why has it got? Why have I put that there? Tenor ladies. Laughing at my own joke. Sorry. I was thinking, why have I put a lady's tampon on there? Right, there you go. Placido. Close set, rounded eye sockets lot. Big flat 5-head. Walking ski whip. Look at the state of those legs. Inline. From Flamingo. We're done. Domingo in Flamingo. Let's just put walking in. Bring up some of the gates in full screen for you. From Flamingo, it's not very good. That's a nice flamingo on the beach, though, look. If that's him. Look at the inline footfall. Is that him? Please let that be him. I think it is, you know. It is. There it is there. Placido Domingo. That is beautiful. Jesus said, I will know thee by thy fruits. I tell thee that you will know them by their footprints and the position of their legs. Look at the husband. Sweet baby Jesus, look at them shoulders. He's definitely a brickie. He's definitely a brickie, wouldn't you say? Who's got further apart eyes? Who's got the widow's peak? Look. I do believe we're done. Placido Domingo is a woman. Final answer. And his wife, well, you only have to look at that blockhead once. I don't know. Is that the same person? Placido Domingo and son. And son? They're telling the truth. Wait, is that a double flip-flop? It can't be. Is his son open the trousers? It can't be. Look at them shoulders. I'd be surprised. I can see bones sticking up. Right. Oh, right. That's his son. That's not Placido. That's his son and his husband. Right. There's his daughter. And there's his daughter's husband. I was going to say, if that was his son, the double flip-flop got me. Shoulders are massive. There's a big bone sticking up here where the bra strap ain't going over it. We're done. Placido Domingo and his daughter here are definitely in the club. Next. Who's the other one? Andrea Bocelli. Yeah, we'll do that blind one. I want to do Pavarotti. Well, we already did Pavarotti anyway, but we'll have a quick look. It's Carreras. What's his name? I can't remember. Is it Hugo Carreras? No. I can't remember his name. Placido Domingo. Chavez. No. Carreras. Alvaro. That's who I'm looking for. Carreras. Jose. That's who I'm looking for. Look at that five head. Look at those close eyes. It reminds me of Christopher Lee there, the Dracula. I want to bite your neck. Images. We're looking at, who's it? Jose Carreras. Let me put that one in the back file. Jose. I'm sure I've done it here as well. I could have sworn I've done the three tenors. We'll find out in a second. Jose Carreras. Joseph Bonanno, Joseph Fritzl, Joseph Colombo. I've got loads of mafia bosses here named Joseph. There he is, Jose Carreras with two gates. Okay, let's have a look at her. We'll take the face. Straight away, I've got a T-file scientist, haven't I? Look at the state of that. T-file head. Close set eyes, no brow bone, vertical forehead, look, with two dimples in it. She's got large ears for a woman. She's got a slanted jawline, very fine looking face. Narrow is what I mean by fine. Long, narrow. FTM walked into the bar and the bartender said, why the long face? Who's that big monster there? That's who I thought Maria Callas was. I thought that was Maria Callas. Maybe it is when he's older. I don't know. It didn't look like that in the other pictures. He looks like Clive Anderson a bit there. It's a woman, final answer. She got no knuckles. Five head, widest in the hairline. The soft rounded eyes. The small features, the pink lip. Lacking a jawbone. And there they are, all together. Placido, Domingo and Pavarotti. The three tenor ladies. Let's go back. We're looking at Jose. Is that who that is? Teresa Berganza. Right. Opera singer walking. Let me check here. Jose Carreras. Search. No, you've removed that one as well, haven't you? Ghosted it, you bitches. Let's have a look. Dink. Where are you? Jose Carreras. There you are. That's a beautiful mince right there, isn't it? Jose Carreras. JC code. Carreras. There we go. Jose Carreras. Back to the main screen. See if we can find any more gates. Nope, that's it. Jose Carreras, also a woman. Luciano Pavarotti. We did Pavarotti anyway, didn't we? Just the other day at the start of doing these new videos. Luciano Pavarotti. Soft feminine eyes. Did I do Pavarotti? I can't remember. Rounded eyes, crow's feet, beautiful small teeth. Looks like Brian Blessed. Raw, raw, raw. It looks like Brian Blessed. Right. Montserrat Cabal, that's who it is. Is that who that was? I thought that was Montserrat Cabal. Right, anyway, this soppy looking bitch looks like the Jezebel. Images. Da, 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 da. The Phantom of the Opera is here inside my mind. Open. We've got the rounded eye sockets of a woman with crow's feet. Dial M is there, look, it's very soft, but it is a dial M. I got a vertical forehead with no brow bone. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Just look at the sloping jawline. Yep, this is what they do to women. Show is. Right, Luciano Pavarotti walking. I'm sure there's one with Princess Diana. That's a gate there. And is that Pavarotti's son? With his personal assistant. See? Even the personal assistants are secretly transgendered. Small shoulders, arms hanging akimbo, short arms. They don't even pass the crotch. She'd have trouble wiping her own bum. And the full mince, of course. And Pavarotti with the small feet and the... who's that? Oh my gosh. Whose neck? Look at these two. And then this one, absolutely half the neck. Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. Go on, I dare you. You can't. You know why? Because I've been doing this longer than you. I've been doing it 6 years. 6 years I've been looking at women with long necks and men with no necks. Big smiles, little smiles, wide eyes, close eyes. I've been doing it 6 years. They stand out like sore thumbs. Oh my God, look at the state of that. The fat lady and the thin man. He was a beast, wasn't he, Diana? He stood big. Princess Diana. Prince Diana, there he is, look. Straight legs, knees together. Hello, wildlife and fisheries. We're looking at Princess Diana and Luciano Pavarotti. Look at those knees. Can you see a demon face in the kneecaps? Let's go back. Back again. We're looking for your mince, Pavarotti. I know you've got one. In fact, let me put that in the back file. Pavarotti. Right, search. Oh, it might not be Pavo, it might be Pava. Right, it is Pava. Right, okay. Right, Pav, searching. Let's have a look. There's no gates. Shut up. As if there's no gates for Pavarotti. Back file. Pavarotti. What's that? 2 gates. Look at the size of that head. Sweet baby Jesus. I think that's Montserrat Cabal. I think. Right, Pavarotti. Is that the only one I've got? Or did I do a newer one? I've expected the new one to come up first. Due to date. Right, let's bring up Luciano Pavarotti. Do we have him on here? Luciano Pavarotti. Search. Oh, there it is. One full mince from Flamingo, full mince, inline footfall from Flamingo with the husband. That's Luciano Pavarotti when he was young. Shut up, that don't look like Pavarotti. Is it really him? I don't look like him. Right, we're done. Luciano Pavarotti still up there. Done. Andrea Bocelli. Andrea Bocelli. This one's blind apparently. I don't know if she is, like Stevie Wonder. She might be putting it on. Although her eyes do look very fucking weird, don't they? She might actually be blind. I see a flat forehead. Out pushed eyes, look, even though they're not open. I see small dentures. High set ears, look. Absolutely no jawline, no shadow casting. It's just a turkey neck. Is that her when she was younger? Yeah, her eyes look like Harvey's. Maybe she is blind, this one. I've never seen a picture of Stevie Wonder looking like that. Or who's the other one? Ray Charles. I've never seen their eyes either. It's an egghead. Final answer. Look at that. It's a female skull till the cows come home. She's widest in the hairline. She's wearing aviators, look. But her eyes are here and here, if you could see them. A close set. It's a small triangle. And a very slopey jaw and chin. Look, from underneath. A very slopey jaw and chin with subcutaneous layers of fat. Why is the Adam's raisin implant off to the left, look? Isn't that weird? Oh, it might have been Joan Sutherland, actually. I think that's who it is, Rachel. The big cannonball head. Yeah, I think it is Joan Sutherland. Right, Andrea Bocelli. Final answer, it's a woman. Final answer. Just on the skull. On the skull alone, I know it's a woman. Don't need an overlay because I can see it. Walking. Yeah, she looks really blind. So does Harvey, though. Harvey Price looks really blind. But Stevie Wonder and the other one, I can't ever say I've seen a picture where I can see their eyes like that. From Flamingo versus the straight-legged husband. From Flamingo again. A third Flamingo. Straight-legged husband, yet again, look. Full mince, right there. I don't think she's walking, I think she's just stood posture. But it's a full mince with diamond. What's that one? Look at the size of that flamingo. Women have to open their knees when walking or descending stairs. Men don't. Rule number 1, watch the knees. From the rear. Placido Andrea Bocelli. Full mince with the husband in full march. Bocelli. Let's just take that name, bang it in the back file. Oh. Copy. Back file. H's file. Paste. Andrea Bocelli. Searching. Whilst it searches, we'll continue this hunt through the gates. Again, full mince from Flamingo. One from the rear. From Flamingo. Stair fail. Oh, that's not him. That's Ellen DeGeneres. There he is. That's what I was looking for. End of story. Andrea Bocelli in full mince. Look at the neck on this one. Oh my gosh, I'm taking that picture. Sweet jumping jelly beans. Look at that. You're having a giraffe. That's what you're having. That must be what? 10 inches of neck. Easy. Look at the size of it. Bocelli, nothing. The husband, well, straight out of a zoo, innit? And we're done. Final picture. Right there. From Flamingo. Knees apart, knees together. I don't need any more. Andrea Bocelli. Back file. There she is. Andrea Bocelli. Da, 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 da. Luciano Pavarotti. Da, 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 da. Search. Andrea Bocelli. Oh, it's there. I don't need to post it. It's still there. I can repost it though. There you go. Right. I should have done that with Luciano as well. Where is it? Was it there? It was there. Repost. There you go. Right. Next. Burp, 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 burp. The Phantom of the Opera is here. I should do Michael Crawford, really, shouldn't I? Montserrat Cabal. Montserrat Cabal. Oh, that is him. That is him. I do believe this MC 33 Father. I do believe this Cannonball Head's on the list. Let me put it in the back file. Paste. Away it goes. Whilst it searches, we'll go have a look at the Cannonball Head. I said we'll have a look at the Cannonball Head. There we go. Is that Freddie Mercury? Oh, it is. He's got hold of Freddie's boobs, look. Freddie's letting Montserrat hold his boobs. Da, 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 da. He's in love. He really likes Freddie. Freddie must have really liked him. He's holding on to Freddie's boobs. Did they sing together? Oh, look at the distance in their eyes. Size of that head. Montserrat Cabal. Oh, look at the difference in them skulls. Tell me, who said you need the trans eyes? You don't. You can just see them. Long, narrow-faced woman with small mouth, soft eyes, vertical forehead, cannonball head, wide triangle, huge mouth, low-set ears. It's like looking at chalk and cheese. It really is. Is that him when he was younger? Size of that hooter. Oh my God. I bet he's from that place that I'm not allowed to mention. I'll put your money on it. I'll put your money on it. He's from that place I'm not allowed to mention. Right. Montserrat Cabal. What's the back file saying? Not there. Are you kidding me? Let me get rid of Montserrat and just put in Cabal. Let's see what comes up. There can't be any gates. I've definitely looked at this dude. Walking. Let's see if we can find any marching pictures. What's that one? It's there. There's a space, but it's covered up by Bridgman. I can still see the feet, though. Is that Stairfail? It's stopped. That's not fair. Let's go back one. That is not Montserrat Cabal, but they are both dudes. I don't know who they are, but they're both dudes. Is that Montserrat Cabal? That is. Yes, got you right there. Who's that? He's got a big fella. He's a big fella, that one, isn't he? I thought he was big, but look at the size of that fella. Let's go back one. 6'4" women. It's unheard of. He's got a big... He's got a big neck. Look, I could put Mama's spicy meatball in there. There's another nice one with the straight legs. The Phantom of the Opera is here. Pretending to be gay, it's a lesbian with a hairy chest. Right, Montserrat Cabal. Hang on. Cabal, check the back file. No, it's still not coming up. We'll take those 3 gates. We'll add this one. Close. Next. Close. Next. That's not him. That is though. 3. That'll do. 3 of them will do. Do you know what? I think I'm going to face check. No. I'm going to face check that. Save image. Montserrat Cabal. Failing Forensics. Thanks for playing CSI with me. Who was the next one? There was another one. Who was it? Andrew Bocelli? No. Montserrat Cabal. No, it was Rachel's Choice. What was it? Rachel? Not Rachel's Choice, but Rachel's revelation of the name. Sutherland. Sunderland. There. Joan Sutherland. This one. Oh my gosh. Joan Sutherland. When I first did this interview, this investigation, I was just in awe that no one guessed that it was a big old ginger bloke. Joan Sutherland. Yeah, that's him. Look at the state of that. That is an absolute blockhead, isn't it? What is that it's wearing there? Looks like owl eyes. That's a man. Final answer. I don't need to see your gate. Huge blockhead of a man. Look at those cheekbones. Look at those cheekbones. Joan Sutherland, you've got to be in the back file. Let's check once I'm at it. Paste. Search. Joan Sutherland. Away she goes. Right, whilst it searches, we'll go after the images. There's one where he's got ginger hair, and I think he's singing with someone. Like, sweet baby. Do you know what he looks like? He looks like that. He looks like B. Smith out of Cell Block H. He really does. He really does. There. He looks like B. Smith out of Cell Block H. Right. Size of that chinny chin. Oh, you fancy yourself as a bit of a boxer, dear. Oh, he looks like he's in the sniper division there. What's going on there? He's got one eye on the camera, the other one's checking for snipers, look. Oh, that's a big old man, that is. Don't take me there. I don't know where you're taking me. That is a big old dude, isn't it? Male teeth, male eyes, male head, full stop. Is that him walking? It is, but it's not a good angle. The Phantom of the Opera is near inside my mind. Brr, 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 brr. Joan Sutherland. There it is. Game over. Joan Sutherland's a man, and whoever that is with a diamond and a flamingo foot, look. Even under that coat, I can still see it, look. From the knees, we can see it. Rule number 1, watch the knees. Final answer. Joan, that's not Joan Sutherland. Oh, it's a Thanksgiving funeral. That is there, though. Yep, 2. Oh, no, that might be the funeral as well. Gutted. They're all funeral pictures. I've got 1 gate on this dude. What's the back file saying? Oh, I've only got a picture of his head. Do you know what? That must be the only Joan Sutherland gate in existence, because I don't have a Joan Sutherland. And I must have missed that last time. Right, we got you, Joan Sutherland. You can come with me. We just need your big old man skull. Woo, that'll do. It's a bit small. Mind you, it don't matter, does it? Look at the size of them hands. Done. Joan Sutherland fails forensics. Michael Crawford, the Phantom of the Opera. He was Frank Spencer. Betty. Michael Crawford. He was also Condor Man. Anyone remember that? Condor Man. Do you know, when I was a boy, Frank Spencer made me laugh so much as a boy. The camp personality there were Betty. Betty! Look at the size of Betty's head. My head is not shaped like... It looks like Robert Redford. Is it Robert Redford? Robert Redford or Paul? No, Robert Redford. It looks like Robert Redford. Uncanny. Look at the size of that bowling ball for a bounce. And then look at the tic-tac. We're done. Michael Crawford is obviously a woman. most famous for the Frank Spencer palaver that she pulled off. It was fantastic, Frank Spencer. I loved it. When he read the poems to the baby. When he read the poems to the baby, I used to be crying. He became Andrew Lloyd Webber's #1 singer on the West End. And I think he stayed there, didn't he? She never moved from the West End after that. After Frank Spencer, she became the Phantom of the Opera, and she stayed there for ages with Sarah Brightman. Look at the soft face. The soft, doughy eyes. MC, 33, in the girl's name. Michael Crawford. It's a woman. She had big teeth, though. Not wide, but big. She had big teeth. Is that his wife? Now, who's got the big teeth and the big mouth? Who's got the widest eyes? Look at the difference in these. And they Legion say you can't tell the difference. It's tosh. Yes, you can. Let's go back. Speaking of Legion, if you're going to tell lies about the children of God, you should remember the lies you've told. Right here. So, you're out there telling lies about me. Right here. So you know the truth about her. Talking about me. Here. Is Poncho Pete a woman? Yes. This is from Skull and Gates. How do you know? He sent a picture by the Skull and Gates. Oh, I've never seen a pic of him before. That's crazy. There's my Gates, look. And this is Skull and Gates. Check on me. Poncho Pete, bio male. And it's true. Yeah, I am. I am a bio male. I've got straight legs, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No flamingos. No diamonds. Just straight legs. You see it? Long body. No ass. No chicken nom-noms, look. Just straight legs. And how do I know I'm a man? Because when I compare myself to so-called men, they have flamingos, look. They part the knees, look. They walk in line, look. That's how I know. That's Picolamus work. I can compare this with anyone's work who's telling the truth. Apparently, I walk just like Doja Cat. Knees together, straight legs, look. Knees together, straight legs. Knees together, straight legs. That's a man. Right? That's a man. Full stop. Romy Schneider. Straight legs, knees together, straight legs, knees together, straight legs, knees together, straight legs, knees together, straight legs, knees together. Massive skull, far apart eyes. Man, so your own work, you never published this, did you? I bet you wish you'd never made it. There she is. And I can say it's a she because you won't put your face and gait up like I did. You and Roberto have got to try harder. If you're the best that Brazil's got to offer in shilling and trolling, you got to try harder. You got to try harder. Seriously. Straight legs, knees together, space between my feet. It's that simple. But apparently you want to go and tell people against your own work. This is not my meme, by the way. This is Sean's. I forgot I'd sent this to Sean because this turned up on my timeline. I was like, what's going on? As he finally posted this picture. Never posted this picture. He just sent it to me. She sent it to me or whatever. But your own work corrects what you're saying here. You're saying I'm a woman, but your own meme about me is correct and true. I'm a man. So there's a contradiction, just like when you make these... When you told people that Mr. E was a man, you was lying, wasn't you? Because Mr. E's been skull checked. He doesn't look like me. He ain't got a square jaw. He doesn't have a big set of teeth. His eyes aren't far apart and deep set. But you push out there that Mr. E's a man. Your own work will give you away. We will know you by your fruits. You can take the name Skull and Gate. You're not telling the truth. Until we see your Skull and Gate. And how are we even going to know it's you, right? in the video. You could just post any bloke, couldn't you, really? You'd have to find a bloke that would pretend to be you first, wouldn't you? If you are a bloke even. I've got no idea because you never put your face, your gait or your voice up. If you talk like this, if you've got a voice like this, I'll know. I'll know. Right, so if you're going to tell lies about the children of God, whatever you do, don't put out the truth first and then lie about me. But there you go. Straight legs, knees together. And I can show you it in multiples here, look. Where is it? Look at this. This is a beautiful one, look. The woman walks like me, but the two blokes don't. Tom Hardy and whoever that five-head is right there. Look at that Princess Stephanie photo that we found last night. Look at those arms! That's a vine swinger right there. Me, Tarzan. Right, let's go back. Here we go. Male gates. Male gates. Isn't it funny that all the supermodels, Helena Christensen, Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, Claudia Schiffer, and whoever that dude is, and the clothesmen, they all walk just like me. Straight legs, knees together, space between the feet. They walk. We all walk the same, us lot. Another one. Right there. Me versus all the female tennis players in the world. This is the top 10 seeds in tennis. All of them are men lot. Man, 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 man. Manly, manly, man, 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 man. Manly, 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 man. All men. Till the cows come home. Any major female celebrity. Straight legs, knees together. Straight legs, knees together. Straight legs, knees together. Blah, 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 blah. And one more. Dog the Bounty Hunter. There's Bitch. Bitch the Bounty Hunter versus his husband, Beth. Or as I like to call him, Bob. Bob the Bounty Hunter and Beth the Bounty Hunter in the right order. Bob the Bounty Hunter. Look at the state of that mince. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at the arm swing. Look at the akimbo arms. Put a towel between dog's hands. And the bitch is flossing. She's literally doing Fortnite dance. But there you go. Straight legs. And if you still don't get it, look, this is how women walk. I know you're looking at men. You think you're looking at men. But they're not men. They're all women, look. Women, women, women. Know your limits. The boy band. Or as I like to know them, the girl band. All of them. Mince. Flamingo. Full flamingo. Flamingo from Full Mince. Look at the state of that picture. All women. Everywhere I look, I see tightrope walkers. Any major football player from America. American League football. Mincing. They're all mincing. You will know them by their gaits. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created them. Men walk with straight legs and a space between the feet. Women cross the legs over and they walk like tightrope walkers. There's the evidence of it right there. Okay? The physical evidence of a man and woman walking in snow. So we'll just go back to this one picture of me again. Remember, this is Skull and Gates meme. Do I walk like a woman? Or do I walk like a man? Have I got the skull and face of a man? Or have I got a woman's? Because I tell you now, my dental arch is massive. Right, we're done. Messing with the children of God, I don't know. I will know thee by thy fruits. Anytime you and Roberto want to put your face up so that we can skull check them, that'd be nice. Right, back to Frank Spencer, Michael Crawford, like I got put off. Have I got a Michael Crawford? I should have. Frank Spencer has got to be on that list, surely. Michael Crawford. Shawnee's other meme made me laugh. It literally says, we need better shills to troll us. Right, anyway. Michael Crawford, searching. That's a woman's face. Soft eyes, beautiful smile. Subcutaneous layers all around her. Look how small the triangle is. I'm seeing Bobby Davro. I'm seeing a widow's peak there as well. Who's that? Oh, that's not Michael Crawford. It's a different Michael Crawford. This one here tells you everything you need to know about him, though. Who's got the bigger teeth and the bigger mouth? It's there. Who's got the bigger, wider, farther apart eyes? Look, it's there. But who's got the shorter forehead? It's here. This one, it's buried. It's up here somewhere. I know it is because we've just seen it. Michael Crawford, obviously a girl. He looks a bit like Michael Bolton as well, with short hair. Is it Michael Bolton I'm thinking of? Not Michael Bolton, the other one. The English one. Michael, what's his name? Backfile, Michael Crawford. Hey, that's not coming up, you know. Anytime today. Right. We're going to go after Gate straight away then. See what we can get on Michael Crawford. Hopefully we'll get some. There's one. Straight away. That's it. Game over. Full mints. That's no good to me. That's no good to me. That's definitely a hip posture, isn't it, on a woman? Is that you there, Michael? No, but that's a huge flamingo foot. Roy Castle. Look at Roy Castle's mints. Dedication. Dedication. That's what you need. Is that Michael Crawford right there with a cane? I don't think it is. No, Captain Richard Dupret. Captain of what? Look at the state of his wife. That's a bloke. Look, without the heads, look at the woman walking, and that's just a bloke in a dress with big feet, look. Let's have a look at him properly. Sweet baby Jesus. Look at the state of these two. We're going to the races. Make sure you put your high heels on. Right, Michael Crawford. That's a mega mints, Captain. That's a nice flamingo. Right, front now. From there, full mints. Backfire, what are you saying? Let me just double check. Oh, no, he is there. He is there. It took ages to find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates. There are 5 gates. I've found one of them. Is that another one there? Joan Crawford. Houston, look at the size of that chin. Size of that head. You got no chance, pal. You shall not pass. You shall not pass. It makes me laugh. I don't know why some of these trolls come and add us. I really don't. You're only going to get caught. Can't find it. Right, Michael Crawford, come here. Is it on the back file? Michael Crawford. Search. No, it's missing. It's been ghosted. Michael Crawford. The Phantom of the Opera. Same picture, look. Michael Crawford. Churchy Tree Father. In the girl's name. Post. That's another one. That's enough, innit? How many we've done? We've done about 6 or 7, haven't we? I don't need any more. That'll do on the opera singers. Let me edit that one out. Let me close that window. Open up a new one. First celebrity. Let's do... Kevin Hart. Why not? There we go. Right, let me just edit out the opera singers. Who's got fireworks at this time of year? I know, Marley. Who's got fireworks at Divs? It's fireworks, mate. Fireworks. Bang! Bang, bang, bang! Bang, 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 bang! That's how I stopped him from being scared of him. I did bangs in front of him. And then when he hears him, he doesn't get scared. Opera singers. Why has it done that? Create. Right, there we go. Right, let's begin with tonight's first one. It will be Kevin Hart images. She's only little, isn't she? Look, is that the boyfriend? It's Tank Murdoch, that is, right there. Oh, I bet she bends Kevin in older positions, doesn't she, eh, Kev? Slams you around that bedroom like a raggy doll. Same cannot be said of Dwayne Johnson, however. She's probably going to throw you round the bedroom like a raggy doll. Be my guest, fellas. I'll stick with natural women, thanks. Where are we? Kevin Hart and his monstrous boyfriend stands head and shoulders above him. How did he get away with it? I don't know. I honestly don't know how to get away with it. In it a joke. It really is. All 4 foot and a glass of milk of him. Right, okay. We'll start with the face. Close set, beautiful eyes. Rounded eye sockets with arched eyebrows, look. Tiny, high set ears. Flat forehead. Widest in the hairline, look. Not in the cheeks, but in the hairline. Men's heads draw inwards. Perfect example would be to use Skull and Gates' picture of me. Which shows that men's head draws inwards. You see? Right, let's go back. Kevin Hart, woman, final answer. There's a story of that Shaq O'Neal pinned Kevin Hart over a Ferrari and banged him like a big old Salvation Army drum. It's impossible because Shaq's got a taco. They should call it tack. Oh my gosh, is that the same husband? He just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Tell me, who's got further apart eyes and a bigger smile? Who's got a bigger head? Who's got a bigger skeleton? Who's got square shoulders? Blah, 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 blah. Kevin Hart's a woman, final answer. How do I know? Because I've just got to put in walking. That's all any of you have to do. Put in walking and consider the gates. First picture. Broken leg, flamingo foot, short arm akimbo, game over. Second picture, from flamingo, arms akimbo, again. Third picture, from flamingo. I don't walk like that. You just seen the pictures of me. The video is on my channel. Go watch my gait video. Walk like an Egyptian. Kevin Hart is a woman, proven by the way she walks. Look, feet and knees clicking out towards 8 and 4 o'clock. Wrong angle, but I don't care. You know what it looks like, don't you? A real forensic student, look at this. Walks like me. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. Kevin Hart does not walk like me. It's that simple. You see, I don't tell lies. I have in the past, before I knew God existed. I know the consequences of my actions now. I know exactly what's going to happen when I meet God. He's going to be furious at me. You're telling me, Peter, after 11 years, 12 years of telling the truth, you finally start lying? I don't think so. It's not going to happen. I won't lie for none of them. There's no amount of money in the world that could get me to say that Kevin Hart was a biological man. Or Mr. E. Michelle X Wires, though. See, I don't have to get my fanny, I don't have to get my penis out, and I don't have to see your fanny to know that you're a woman. You don't need to get your genitals out. All you have to do is walk on a video 20 paces and then go up and down some stairs if you really want to concrete it. Which I'm going to do in my next video. I'm going to record a load of people walking at the beach. Thousands of them there should be, over 15 minutes. You get a lot of through fare. You see, I'm surrounded by normal, natural people. Don't get me wrong, these flip-flops are here. They've got the big jobs, the judges and the doctors and the psychiatrists and all the big jobs around Grimsby. These people take them job positions. Simon Woods is a flip-flop. Simon Woods is a flip-flop. She got caught out. She put a video up of her walking. Look at the state of these flamingos. Tell me, do I walk like this? No, I don't. Go watch the video. Go look at me memes. You know, it bores me. Any student that has studied under me only has to look at my videos. You know I'm telling the truth. Before I even knew about this, I came on video. I sang on video. I swung on green screen on video. I showed myself on video. It didn't bother me because I was a real man. I didn't have anything to hide from, but I remember during those first 6 years of Flat Earth, the amount of people that would not come on camera, did not want to show themselves at all. Do you know why? Because they would have looked wrong. And the only reason I can imagine is they didn't pass. And before I knew about this, some transvestigator would have picked up on them. Mind you saying that, they didn't pick up on David Weiss or any of them. The only one they went after was Patricia Steer. They all went after Patricia. The love of my life. He was the love of my life. The only one who went after was Patricia. They didn't want to tell you that Eric Dubé was a girl. That big Scottish Dolores, you big mincing fat bitch, up in Scotland, sat in a shed, was a woman. They didn't want to tell you that Dave Murphy was a girl with the biggest rumpus I've ever seen. I know she's 70, but wow, chicken nom 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 off. They don't want to tell you any of these things. They don't even want to show you the faces and gates because you'll put them to rest. Even when someone's trying to fake it, if Kevin Hart was trying to fake it, it'd still show. It's happened to a few people that tried to fake it and they got caught out. The broken leg every time. The full mints, the flamingo foot, the flamingo foot, the flamingo foot, and that beautiful full mints from Flamingo. There, full mints. Proves to you that Kevin Hart is a liar, a deceiver, and a fraud. They're all from the synagogue of Satan, the lot of them. And all they want to do is muddy the waters, that when time comes, when God clicks his fingers and says, enough, stop the clock, the utter confusion will reign all over the earth, because not one man, woman, or child will have a spiritual compass or a decent bone in them, because the minds will be full of confusion. That's why the world is the way it is now, because everybody's confused. They're not just confused about where they come from. You descended from a monkey. They're confused about where they live, what it is they live on. They're confused about dinosaurs. They're confused about so many things because they've been lied to since they were children. You're not better than them. You're just smarter than them. I'll tell you that. In God's eyes, we're all sinners. We're all messed up. But you certainly are smarter than them. And because you are smarter, you care. You have a much greater, larger moral compass than they do. It points towards God, right? I'm sure it does. If it doesn't, you still got to practice. Until you're pointing towards God, you're still lost. It's the only answer to everything. Everything they've done to us, it all comes back God. They're hiding God. They don't want you to talk about Jesus, Peter. I don't care. I love the baby Jesus. Jesus. Where are you, Jesus? I can't find you. Yep. YouTube, you bitch! Ruining me. Oh, yes. Simon. Oh, Marlo, you stink. Oh my gosh. How long are these adverts, YouTube? It's getting worse. It's like watching television again. That's what I liked about YouTube. There was no adverts. The internet, no adverts. Now there's adverts everywhere. Do you know why? Because none of us are watching the television anymore.
Leeds Building Society. It's better to belong.
Jesus wash away my troubles. Why I'm travelling. Massive wide forehead, vertical forehead, rounded eye sockets, close set features, small beautiful nose, high set ears, beautiful bottom, Betty Boot bottom lip, and a sloping jawline and a pointed chin. Sam Cooke, absolutely beautiful voice. I used to think he had a voice of an angel. It's a woman, that's why she sounds angelic. Women sound angelic. Yes, you do. But they don't want me to talk about any of these things. The amount of people that tried to tear Jesus away from me over the last 12 years is unreal. And I get it. The Masons wrote the book, I get it. But they also ambushed his name. They ambushed... You stink dog. They ambushed his name. They ambushed his character, his personality. They control all aspects of Jesus now. Wake up, snap out of it. They're in charge of the church. They're in charge of the media. They authorize and publish the literature. Can you imagine if my book went on sale? It won't be. My book's not allowed on sale. But if it got published and was allowed into all the main bookstores, imagine how quick the world would wake up to this. But unfortunately, this information's ghosted. It's only accessible to people like us, the ones that have seen the Matrix and logged out. The algorithm doesn't show us on other people's timelines unless you post there. Unless you lot post my work doesn't show anywhere. So thank you to each and every one of you students that do that post my work multiple times, multiple days, multiple weeks after multiple months and multiple years you've been doing it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing the information. See, I agree. It doesn't matter who the messenger is, who gives you the message, just as long as the message is true and you understood it. These people can't be trusted because they're lying about the core identity, which means Mr. E can't be trusted, Michelle can't be trusted, Queen Nico and his sidekick Melissa's got a pinkarissa down his pants. None of these people, just they're mocking you and they're mocking God. You know, they praise Jesus and all this, but they're full of shite. You'll know them by their fruits. Just speaking Bible verses all the time don't mean nish to me. It really doesn't. Because I know who wrote that book. I know when I hear the word of God, and it doesn't always sound like the Bible. The Bible was written in Old English anyway, so it sounds slightly different. That's why it sounded mythical to me until I started listening to Alexander Scoresby reading it to me, and then it was different. Once I realised God existed, and I didn't need that book. Didn't need the book. Look at that David Beckham. Look at the state. I'm taking that picture. David Beckham and Kevin Hart. Full mints from Flamingo. Separation of the knees. There is no book on the earth that could make me see God the way the internal kingdom of God showed me it. Jesus said the kingdom lays within me, and it wasn't until I looked inside myself and realised the world's not spinning. I said it out loud, I spoke the words into existence, and it materialised. You're on a flat earth, I'm not spinning. I could see it in my mind, water falling off the flat earth. And I went, the earth's flat. And then I started laughing because it was the biggest lie of all, right? That's like Dave called it. He called it the biggest lie of all. In an instant, my brain rewired. I said, I'm not spinning out loud. And then I said, the hiding God. It was in that order, that quick. And to this day, I know it was a miracle. It was like angels were around me. God wanted me to know. The Spirit was in the room with me, whatever you want to call it. I was literally touched mentally, spiritually by God. Without the book, without any Bible, without any Pope, I knew God existed. And it's that knowing of God that makes me a follower of Christ. I'm not a Christian. Christians think they're descended from monkeys. Christians think that there's a place called space. They think that Elon Musk is flying a red Tesla around Mars right now. I'm not a Christian. I'm a follower of Christ. Christ said, follow me. Don't idolize me. Don't worship me. And I don't. I worship the Father. That's exactly what he said. Don't worship me. Worship the Father. So again, Jesus isn't God the Spirit. He might be God in the flesh, but he's definitely not God in the Spirit, because he didn't know when the time the end of the world was coming. And he said, don't worship me, worship the Father. Don't worship the living Son of Man. Worship the Heavenly Spirit who created you. Follow the Son of Man, is what he said. Follow me. Kevin Hart's a woman, so is David Beckham. We're done. Was I ranting? Dang it, that went on for ages, didn't it? My bad. Kevin Hart, who's the next one? Did we have some names come up? I don't know. Let's have a look. Montserrat Cabal, Bocelli, Pavarotti, who's Renee Fleming? I'm not famous, I don't know the name. Wallace Simpson, not famous enough. Hello Ryan, how you doing, mate? Sorry mate, I was ranting. Michael Caine, that's a request, Rachel, we'll take that one. My name is Michael Caine. Not a lot of people know that. Michael Caine. MC33 again in the names. They love to put it in the numbers. Oh my gosh, I was ranting. How long did that go on for? 17 minutes. Kevin Hart. Create. Right, Kevin's up there. Let's do Michael Caine. My name is Michael Caine. Oh, images you div. There we go. Michael Caine. There he is as Is that Alfie? Look at the arched eyebrows. Look at the widest in the hairline. She looks old there, doesn't she? You're going to meet your maker soon, mate. You won't have that smile on your face when God gets his hands around your neck. Scumbag. Is that his wife? He's got a big shadow casting chin, hasn't he? Wide face, long face. Wide face, long face. See it? We're looking at Michael Caine. Oh, dial M for Masons. I don't know who you are, but dial M for him anyway. Close set eyes. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Michael Caine skipped Oppenheimer, told Christopher Nolan. That's Christopher Nolan, is it? Two first names. Close set eyes. See you later, Christopher. Let's go back again. Even the Bible has undergone changes. Without it, how could we know there is a God? Agreed. Our ancestors left a book telling us all about God. It had loads more books in it. It would have had more information in it as well. It might have even mentioned this. Might have even told us about this. I don't know. I doubt it though, because this has happened. Look, it's happened to us. Regardless of whether we had the Bible or not, this has happened to us all. I've said it before, why didn't Jesus mention this was happening? Why didn't God tell us this was happening? And the only answer I can have is that they removed it from the book. The Masons. They left little instances of it in there, you know. Isaiah 3:16, the daughters of Zion walk with outstretched necks like men, tinkling on the feet, mincing as they go, walking effeminately. Is there something about Mary? That's where Adam Sandler, Ben Stiller got that idea from. Right, let's go back. I can self-publish your book. Yeah, but it's not going to make any money, is it? What I'm saying is, it can't go on the top shelves. It can't go in the public eye. Imagine if you walked into Waterstones or any of these big publishers And my book of forensics was there in the middle. I'm not allowed any influence. I'm a natural. The only influence I can make is when I go out there and do it personally for these shows and stuff, or when I go out and meet people in the real world, which is my favourite thing to do. Talk to real people every day about this. Not just you guys on the internet. Every day I go out my way to show somebody my book. Every day. Some days I don't always meet people that I want to talk to, or I start talking to them and I can tell, yeah, I don't even want to open this book with you. It only takes a few questions and you know somebody's IQ, right? You can tell how smart they are. Michael Caine's got no gates. How's that possible, Michael Caine? Michael Caine. Have I got a Michael Caine? Let me have a look in the back. Michael Caine. I don't want to sell it though, either, Rachel. I want to give it away. That's why I posted it online to download rather than buy. Joan Sutherland. That's not what I asked for. Michael Caine. Copy. Dang, it must be right at the back. Michael Caine getting out of the car. Oh, she's old there on the stick. Definitely not good enough. That one's alright, but she's still on a stick. Inline footfall. Same with the bodyguard and the bald head. Same with this one, look. With the valgus in the knees. Someone asked that as well. What causes it? Let me go back. Which one was it? Mike Tyson. There. The Mike Tyson bit. Why is Mike Tyson walking like this with a broken foot? It's because of the shape of a woman's legs. You know how it looks. It comes in from each side and then goes down straight. Well, the legs are coming in and then going down straight, which creates this curvy leg. I call it a faux pas valgus. It's not a real valgus. A real valgus looks like this, like that. That's what valgus looks like, but it's very similar to a valgus. Trying to walk when your legs are this position, yeah, you create positions like this that a man can't because our legs don't do that. But that's a valgus of the knees. It's not the same thing. But I call it a faux pas, a fake valgus of the knees, because women have a valgus. You understand the Q line at the knee gives you a deeper valgus than a man's, and you'll instantly see it. You know, that is a proper medical condition now. When people's legs look like that, sometimes they call it, what do they call it? Bow-legged, or there's another word for it that they use. Can't remember. Oh, look at those legs on Mike Tyson. She is sexy. She had nice legs. Right. So that's what I want to show you. That valgus, the way they're walking, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here. That back leg curling, the valgus of the knee. Is that Michael Caine? That's not Michael Caine either. Jackie Collins and Michael. Oh, it is Michael Caine. Is that really Michael Caine? Bloody yeah, it is Michael Caine. Look at that mince. We're done. Michael Caine's a mincer, look. There's another one right there. Knock knee, that's it. Knock kneed. My bad. As if I couldn't remember that. King Babe got it as well. Yeah, thank you guys. As soon as I see that gait, those wrong lines, I know what I'm looking at. No matter how tall the woman is compared to the man, it gives them away. Michael Caine's a woman. Proven by the way she walks, look. Look at her hips. She's widest, just below the crotch, look. Short arms and the full mince. Look at the way the leg comes in Comes in diagonally, look to the knee, and then shoots downward. That's what gives them that look, that faux pas valgus. It's not a valgus, it's a faux pas, a fake one. Like you get a faux hawk. Look at Michael Caine mincing. Dude, woman, that's Ringo Starr, isn't it? And then that must be his boyfriend. I can't quite see that one, but that is Ringo Starr there, isn't it? Michael Caine, Shakira Bakshit, Ringo Starr. It is Ringo. Look at Ringo's mints. The big, tall, handsome man on the right with the long hair. We're done, right? You don't need any more. Michael Caine's mints times 4. There it is again. 5. Do you need any more? I don't think you do, right? We're done. Even in these images, that's a little girl, look. Michael Caine, ski with legs. Look at his legs, creating the valgus lot of the knees and legs because his feet and knees want to go different directions. We're done. Michael Caine, MC33, fails forensics. Who's next on my list? Michael Caine. Queen Elizabeth. Well, we've done. Oh, we didn't do the. We did the royals, but we didn't do Queen Elizabeth. Go on then. King Elizabeth. Let me just cut out Michael Caine from the list. My name is Michael Caine. Michael Caine, 2 first names, 33 as well. Michael Caine, 2 first names. Done. Create. Right, next. Queen Elizabeth. What's the book called? It's called To Bevy with Love. I didn't think of a title for it. See, at the time, I'd just learnt The Gate from Bevy, and I wanted a book that I could carry around with me. I've got 3 of them. There's the original one, which is, I don't know, about 100 pages. And then there was the second one, which is like 200 pages. And then there's the last one, which is 600 pages. It cost a lot of money, that book did. The last one cost a lot of money. Whereas the other 2, they came in batches. I got like 12 of them for the same price. 200 quid, I got 12 of them. But when it came to the last one, it took all the money up because it's such a big book. And I've been carrying it with me for about, I don't know, 3 years, 2 years. I want to make one more with all my new pictures in, you see. I want to make one more. With that, Divi. No, there, Divi. Videos, my channel, videos, oldest. That's my gate video right there. Walk like an Egyptian. That's where you can see my video of my gate. There's me taking on Dolores, you big bald-headed bitch. That's me marrying Patricia in a church. Where is it? Oh, it's past the flat earth videos. And it starts somewhere around here. Anywhere where it says book. First try, my book. Second try, my book. Third try, my book, book. Anything that says my book is a book video where you see me using it on strangers in the streets. And again, I'm the only one that does it, right? I'm the only one that goes out onto the streets with the evidence and shows it to strangers. We'll start with this. When you see the Queen's neck on money, go look at the back of a £10 note or 20. Show her she's on. Look at the neck on the bitch. It's a dude. It's a short ass dude, but it's a dude. How do I know? Because his wife's got a 5 headlock right there. Another one here. In that one, the IRA blew that one up, right? That's his uncle. And this one was a... And the IRA allegedly blew this one up. It's a load of bollocks. There's no way they'd blow up this nonce, this flip-flop. And the IRA are flip-flops. So, flip-flops blowing up flip-flops, then it's make-believe. Okay? They let the natural people break the law and become criminals. Don't get me wrong, all these people are criminals. by the law, but what they're doing is legal. And because you allow legal instead of lawful, they carry on ruling over you. It's that simple. Until everybody knows the truth, until God wakes the generations, the sleeping nations, he's not going to act, I don't think. We've got to go through tribulations first. No, this ain't tribulations, this is revelations, isn't it? Mind you, saying that, this does feel like tribulations to me because I've lost all my friends, I've lost my family, I lost my job, people are crazy. Not everyone though, not you lot. Jesus said it was a long and narrow path, and now I understand what he meant because I'm on that long and narrow path. Deciding to follow Jesus cost me everything around me. It did. And sometimes I do feel lonely sometimes. Only sometimes. But I gained God in exchange for all the knobheads. And that's what they are. They're a bunch of knobheads. They're my family and my friends, but they're all a bunch of knobheads. Because none of them actually care. You know? Who cares if the world's flat? The amount of times I've had a friend or family member say it to me. Oh, shut up. Who cares if the world's flat? I don't care. Good, then you don't care about me. I'm off. See you later. And I ride off into the sunset on my donkey. I'm quite happy with that. Because they're not the same as these people, but all the lives, they've hidden this nastiness to them from me. Yeah? They've hidden this character, this side of them from me. My own brother went against me, behind me back. Because of the Jezebel whispering in her ear and that, and Vinny and Antonio all whispering in my brother's ears, Hitler's real, Hitler's not a woman. You know, lying to my brother. My brother believed them all. My brother went against me, you know. My best friend in the whole world. I only had Paul, right? My mum and dad beat me. I got beaten up, put in hospital, went into care, and the only one that looked after me really was my brother, and I looked after him. We only had each other. And we knew that all our lives. And then in your 40s, you decide that because I said the world's flat, because I said satellites don't exist, and at the time I was saying panda bears and great white sharks aren't fake, I'm still there with the great white shark. I am. You got to prove to me them things aren't engineered. And the panda bear, well, there's no pictures of it in history. There's no pictures of them all the way through Chinese history. There should be panda bears everywhere. But should be statues of the things built. But there isn't. You go to Africa and see statues of lions and tigers and elephants. Go to China, you don't see no panda bears. Not in the pictures or old statues like you'd expect. I know that these wiped out history. I get it. And they rewrote it all and taught us a load of lies. I get it. But God gave you a brain. He gave you a free thinking brain. And most people don't use it. They don't even want to, don't even care to use it. Well, see, the minute I realised God existed, it was like my brain had just been turned on for the first time ever. That's what it felt like. It felt like I was being electrocuted by the truth. I was literally electrified. There's not a drug in this world that made me feel how God made me feel in that instant. And I've never felt like it since. I've been chased. I'm an addict. I'm an addict now trying to chase God's crack supply true. The closest I got to that feeling of being electrified by knowing God is real is when I realised this was happening. It was a close second. It was. It wasn't the same. It was not the same feeling. When I realised God hit me, honestly, it was like being plugged into the Matrix. I was like 100,000 volts were shooting through my body. I've never had a drug do that to me. And that was internal, whatever that was. Adrenochrome, whatever you want to call it. Whatever that stuff is inside of me, adrenaline. It gave me the highest high I've ever had in my life. And it wasn't just because it was an internal kick of chemicals. It's because I realised God existed. That was the true mention in my head, you know, that God existed. They keep saying that the millennial reign of Christ has happened, but it says that he's only allowed to rule for 3 years, not 1,000 years. Satan. He's only allowed to rule for 3 years, right? And then it's game up when God lets him out. It makes no sense to me, the millennial reign already happening. It doesn't. If that already happened, then why am I going through revelations? Why are you going through these revelations of truth? If it already happened. All I know is everything's a lie, Trini. Everything's a fucking lie. All around me. It's all lies. Supported by drag queens and drag kings come from royalty, okay? They told us about drag queens. They never told us about the drag kings, the women that become men. They never told us. Look at the size of the Queen Mother's head. It's an absolute fucking bowling ball lot. There's a great picture of Charles and Camilla wearing crowns, and Camilla's crown is bigger and wider than Charles's. This is why the world's messed up, because you can't tell a man from a woman anymore. And right now they're introducing this. I can only call it muddying the waters of gender. They're muddying the waters in schools. How has it got to the point that grown-ass Nancy adults are teaching the children that they can be barnyard animals and they can be something that they're not? How has that possibly happened? That's not education. That's grooming of children. All these dirty pedos, they need locking up. They really do. Make me Prime Minister for a week. I'll tell you, I'll bang them all in prison. Jail. A lot of them. Look at that neck. Oh my word. Large, low set, pointed back ears, deep set eyes. They've filed that chin right down. But nonetheless, it's a cock in a frock. It's a dude in a dress. How do I know? It's pretty simple. We just go to walking pictures. Game over. Open. Game over. Walks with a space between his feet. And there he is again. I know he's on a cane there. We need some younger pictures. There's a nice one. Donald Trump. Arms akimbo on Donald, look. Donald Trump mincing. You see, you can't walk alongside the Crown of England unless you're in the club. Of course, this one's got nowhere near as much power as this one. It's just an illusion that this one's your president. It's an illusion that this one's your queen. It's a king. State of those two. Look at those two. They're all dudes. But there's the young Queen of England right there. A young man. Or that's the young man and that's the younger sister. And there's the King of England and his best mate, whoever those two are. And again, straight legs, knees together. Straight legs, knees together. Space between the feet. Look. Queen Elizabeth and Queen Anne, I guess. Princess Anne. And the English nation worship these people. They really do. They go out and worship these people on the streets, have parades, festivals. A short season, yeah, it's 3 years, isn't it? Wasn't it 30, what was it, 36 months, 38 months? 3 years. There's the flamingo on the princess, the duke. This one was one of the most horrible cretins in the world. The things that this person said in public. It was racist. It was homophobic. It was everything. And it hated natural people. One of its last sentence, one of its last quotes, I can't remember if it was his last quote or one of the last quotes this thing said was, when it comes back, it wants to be reincarnated as a virus to kill off all the useless eaters. That was its fucking words. You and I, the naturals, are useless eaters. It's all right that we make everything in the world, make your clothes, make your food for you, pick your food for you, supply your water and everything else. But we're your slaves. Is that what you're saying? I only have one master, and it's God. The only person I will ever bow my knee to is God Almighty. There is no man on earth that can bring that respect from me ever again, I'm telling you. Straight legs, needs to have a space between his feet. The Queen's a man. It's a king. And again, straight legs, needs to have a space between his feet. Where's the Queen? Young. For those of you that don't know what nationality the Queen is, well, the Queen isn't English, that's for sure. That's the right era. Show me more like that. Stare fails on the Queen and the King. Still got corgis even in that day, look. Do you know what? It's going to be a very rare photo if I could find it, isn't it? Young salute. Gotcha. Okay. I can only imagine what nation the Queen of England comes from. Hi! How you doing? Look, secret 1933. In 1933, the secret film shows Edward VIII teaching his daughter, son, the Queen of England, how to say hello properly. Hi! This is how you say hi, everybody. Hi! That's not quite the same. That's not quite the same. You changed it a little bit there, Elizabeth Buddy. You've changed it a little bit. That's the hi I know you from. So, there you go. The Queen of England, all of them German. The name is not Windsor. They changed the name to Windsor's. The original name was... Is it Battenberg? Berg again. It's got off Stangl Bergen, hasn't it? I'm sure it's Battenberg. Under Mountbatten. Is it Mountbatten, not Battenberg? Battenberg's a cake. Mountbatten. I'm sure it's Mountbatten. Cake. Right, anyway. The Queen of England's a dude. And all his family are flip-flops. It's all families. It's all royal families. It's all politicians. It's all boxers, cyclists, basketball players, swimmers, footballers, hockey players, basketball players, netball players, you name it, polo players. They're all in the club. Oh my gosh, look at that neck. Sweet baby Jesus. We're done, right? The Queen of England's a bloke. There he is. Final answer. Straight legs, knees together, space between the feet. No matter what happens, forensics tells the truth. Just remember this. Okay? Just remember that as much as God loves you, Satan is going to try and stop that love. Okay? For God, 1 year is 1,000 years. Yep. So a short season is 250 years. Well, if history was rewritten over 200 years ago, we're pretty close to it then, aren't we? We'll find out. For me, I don't care, right? All I know is I'm going to meet God. That's the only thing that I care about, is going to meet him, the Heavenly Father, to meet them. Him and Jesus. I want to meet the both of them. I want to spend time in his company. I want to break bread with him. I feel much more content now that I know this stuff and at the age I'm at, because I found it just in time where I still had enough passion in me to care about this subject and other subjects. I still had the passion in me to do something about it. I think if it had been another 10 years later, I might have been like the rest of them and not cared or give a damn. I might have been lost to crack like my best mate is now. I'm gutted. You know, I tried to tell him the earth was flat, said I was crazy. He was the one that rang the police on me and had me thrown in the nut house. My best mate had me thrown in. All he had to do was say, get out. I was living in his garage. All he had to do was say, get out of my garage, and I'd have been gone. But he didn't. He just rang the police on me. And he knew when they got me to the station, I wouldn't say my legal name when I didn't. Which meant the police couldn't deal with me because I hadn't done anything wrong. They were looking for something to bang me up on. But I refused to say my legal name. Same when they dragged me out my house before I got put in the garage. I wouldn't say my name. I was Peter from the family of Iron, and there's absolutely nothing the beast system can do with me when I say that, because I refuse. I rebuke them by saying I'm from the family of Iron. And then I want to know which dictionary we're talking in. We're talking in the Queen's English, or we're talking in Black's Law, the Book of the Dead. And for that, I thank John Harris. I thank Michael of the family of Benicia. I thank Dave Murphy for giving me that information about my legal name. We're done. Queen of England's a man. You had me ranting again, didn't you? Dang it! Queen of England. How long's that one? Oh, that's even longer, you bitches. Michael Caine. Did I edit Michael Caine out? I don't know if I did. Dang it. King Elizabeth. And let me just double check for Michael Caine. See if I put it up there. I smell hot dogs. That smells gorgeous. Kevin Hart. Michael Caine. There he is. Michael Caine. Right, we're done. Let's come back to class. Who's next on that list? Let's have a look. Where am I? Sandra Bullock. Yeah, Sandra Bullock will do. Sandra Bullock. What gets me is Clarice, right? They're paid by the government, so the minimum they're getting 150 grand a year, right? Each of them, a minimum. That's just a base rate, right? 150 grand a year. These people are more in the limelight, so I'm sure they get even more money, maybe millions a year. And then on top of that, they ask the Flat Earth community for donations and will you buy me a P1000? I bought my own P1000, 900, sorry. Cost £1,000. I bought my own now. My mate helped me buy it, Fussell. Shout out to Fussell. He helped me buy it. He was one of my first PlayStation friends that realised the world was flat. And do you know how he was lazy? He was a bit of a dull boy, a bit of a dealer. He paid somebody to research flat earth in his shop. He had a shop. And the guy researching it was ex-American military who would come to live in England, retired, come to live in England. He was working in the shop. And he got this guy to start researching flat earth. 3 days later, after all the argument and everything that had gone on between me and all my PlayStation friends online, loads of them fell out with me because I said the earth was flat. This one, I fell out with everyone at that point who didn't care. That's what I told Fuss. I said, you don't care. you don't care, which means I don't care, so don't talk to me. And I blocked everyone, and all of a sudden I got a message from Fussell saying, the earth's flat, innit? And I rang him up and said, yeah, of course it is. How do you know? He said, I paid somebody to research it in my shop, and 3 days later, we're all flat earthers. You see, when you do your due diligence and you're honest with yourself about what's happened here, it's quite easy to see that water's level. I found it so simple. It's a miracle to this day. It's still a miracle how I worked it out and became a follower of Christ, a lover of God, and a flat earther. It happened so quickly. And it was from watching Dave Murphy's movie, The Biggest Lie of All. But it is what it is. God blessed you, not them. If he blesses them, so be it. If he doesn't, it's because they're not from your bloodline. There are 2 bloodlines down here as far as I'm concerned, just like the Bible says, Cain and Abel. And I know, put Cain and Abel together, you get cannibal. All this. I've heard it all. The truth is that there are good and bad people on earth, 2 bloodlines. Good and bad. Positive and negative. Day and night. Truth and lies. Hot and cold. Man and woman. Everything's binary. So if there is a God, then there is a Satan. And how do I know there's a Satan? Because these people have copied his image. They worship him in front of me. And they've done it in secret. With secret hand signs. Secret codes. Secret gematria numbers. Coding everything. Yes, gematria is real. I get it. I understand it. But it doesn't have an effect on me the way this does. See, the Masons don't walk around holding up the baffo and doing 666 and spelling everything out in gematria to you. They don't. They're sneaky, devious, cloak and dagger people. The way you spot them is by looking at their eyes. The distance in their eyes and the size of the teeth. The size of that triangle determines whether you're looking at a Mason or not. All Masons are flip-flops. They don't care what anyone says. The big ones. The lower levels might be normal people. I can't prove it. I ain't looked at it. But I know a lot of people who've said to me over the years, I'm a Mason. I'm a Mason, but they didn't look like flip-flops. But I'll tell you this much. Anybody who tells me I'm a Mason now is going to go right through the meat grinder of forensics with me. The instant I see them, I'm going to measure the distance in your eyes. I'm going to check for a brow bone and a brow ridge. I'm going to check to see if your eyebrows arch or are straight across like mine. I'll see how short your forehead is. I'll see how wide your cheekbones are. And I'll see how big your mouth is and square jaw and your Adam's apple and your trachea and a place to put Mama's spicy meatball. I'll be able to see all of those things now. And so will thousands of people because I trained them. You shall not pass. Where these people have lied to me in my past, like I said, I've had at least 5 of these people in my house. Antonio, oh gosh, 5 of them at least, including social workers that were flipped. So more than 5. Ever since I learnt this, not one of these monsters have ever stepped in my house ever again, and nor will they. I will know thee by thy face, by thy shoulders, by thy flat chest, by thy straight legs. And some cases, I'll know you by your voice. He's a bit camp, isn't he? Right, Sandra Bullock. Bullocks are boys, cows are girls. And they love to tell you, Mandra Bullock, as I like to call him, has got a big set of dentals, look. He's got deep set rectangular eyes. Look how rectangle shaped those eyes are. And the deep set, they're pushed back into the skull and buried under deep, thick brow bone. Understand? Wide, square jaw, looks like a diesel look. It's a shadow caster. Look at the length of the neck. It's a man in drag looking back at you. Sandra Bullock, Mandra Bullock as I like to call him. Mandra, he dated a few girls as well, didn't he? Look, Brad with the pink lips. It's so mental, folks. It really is. The question is, how many more do you know in your personal life? Da-da-da-da-da. They don't really mingle with us properly. They're allowed to interact with us, but not mingle with us properly, because you might pick up on them. Spend all day, every day in the presence of one of these. Eventually, when you start looking at them, you might notice that the jaw's massive, or the Adam's apple showing, or that they've got a funny walk. Eventually, you're going to notice these things. Like the Jezebel. Everybody picked up on that. Your voice! Yeah, no! I'll be down in a minute! Women on tea. John Major had the same voice. I'm the Prime Minister of England. My name's John Major. John Major. Woman. Right. We're looking at Sandra Bullock with a man neck. Mandra. Look at that square jaw. Do you see it yet? He would have been a handsome man. Notice how the hair draws inwards, look, on each side. It doesn't bellow outwards like a woman's. Because she's not widest in the hairline. She's widest in the cheekbones, look. Low set ears. We're done. Oh, look at that egghead. Sweet baby Jesus. Who's got closer set eyes? Who's got a forehead? Who's got a fivehead? Who's widest in the hairline? Look how the hair bellows outwards. Look how the hair draws inwards like mine. Fake chin and jaw. Dolores. I'm seeing Dolores from Scotland. Another fake flat earther. They're everywhere, folks. And none of them care about this because they're in the club. Look at that Adam's apple. You got to be kidding me. You see it? You see it? You can't miss it. There's a belt. I've got one of these. One of these pictures is in my book of Sandra Bullock, showing his Adam's apple off. It's a great picture. And there's another one with Keanu. Look at the soft-faced woman. The widow's peak look. The soft, close-set eyes. The tiny ears. The sloping jawline. Compared to the big, thick jaw there, look. They literally jump out at me. Tall forehead. Wide forehead. We're done. I need some walking pictures on Sandra Bullock's. He's got a pair of bullocks, I'll tell you. What's that called? Congregation. Miss Congeniality. Miss. It's a dude. Straight legs, knees together. It's a dude. Straight leg, knees together. Just like me. Walks just like me, look. Knees apart, knees together. Is that Michael Caine? That looks like Michael Caine. Let's go back one. There's another one. Straight. He walks like me, look. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. Another one there. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. I was looking for a stair file. Mincer. We won't talk about the children, but we're done. Sandra Bullock's a man. His wife with the arms akimbo is a woman. How many pictures do you need? Jared, I love your work. Straight legs, knees together, space between his big feet. It's a man. Final answer, Sandra Bullock fails forensics. Who's next on the list? I don't know where their names are gone. Dang it. None of you highlighted any names, you divs. So I can't see them. Right, naff it. I'll pick another one. Sandra Bullock. Let's go with Ryan Gosling. Why not? Ryan Gosling. Wait, did I snap out Sandra Bullock? Where's that one? King Elizabeth. I don't think I snapped out Sandra. Yeah, I didn't. Let me just cut out Sandra. Oh, Marlowe, you stink, dog. Sandra Bullock. Is that far enough? There. Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock. Dun, 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 dun. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Elliot Page. I'll put that one in next. 2 first names. Elliot Page. Double flip flop. Alright, let's deal with the first flip flop. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Do you see it yet? Coffee bean eyes, high set ears, flat foreheads, sloping jawlines, pointed chins, no trachea, no Adams, and pink lips. I don't think I missed anything, did I? So if Simon Woods is a flip-flop, he's revealing. Stop calling him he, it's a she. Revealing a lot of truth. Best not to shoot the messenger. What do you mean best? He's a liar. Another liar. Ain't Simon one that says it's not all of them. There you go. Simon Woods. Who broke your leg, mate? Who broke your leg? She was drunk, drinking depth charges. Cider with tequila shot dropped in upside down in a drum glass. They're full mints, but there's a better one than both of them. Where is it? Shawnee found it. This is another one. A gematria dude, look at the Adam's apple on him. Nice work, Shawnee. I can't remember who that is, Sean. Who is it? You always spell the names funny. I can never read the names. You put Simon Woods properly there. Did the same G Mantry. Oh, that's it. It's Simon Woods' mate. This one's Simon Woods' mate who was sticking up for Simon. Simon's a dude. No, you're a fucking dude, mate. Look at Adam's apple. Let's go back. There's another gate somewhere. There it is. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Simon, show us your gate. Come on, Simon. Won't you show us all your gate? Well, he did. There it is with the doggy. Simon walks with his arms akimbo, full mincing and a shoulder tilt. What more do you want? The 4 major markers of a woman in the gate are there. The arm akimbo, the tilted hips, the crossed legs. He's not a messenger. He's a messenger from Satan. You can follow these people all you like. But the minute you come in and tell me that this is a man, when I know it's a woman, then you're not listening to my lessons. If Simon was a man, she'd post her own gate. We wouldn't have to go hunting for her pictures. This one was found, and the videos, there were 4 videos, and she took them all down straight away the minute IQ and Shawnee pulled the gates off. This one, I don't know where this one came from. Sean found it. It's a girl. Final answer. Look at the size of that egghead. Seriously, I don't look like that, do I? But there you go. Simon Woods. If I can find pictures of you and you're walking, I'll know the truth. It's that simple. Which is why Skull and Gates and Roberto won't show their face and gates. Because they know when someone does a correct skull check, 50-50. What do we mean by 50-50? That's a 50-50 picture, look. Half of the picture is space and half of it is face, look. See that? And when we use these skulls, half of the screen above and half of the screen below, which would measure up to half of the screen, puts those at 50-50 space fittings. So when you find a picture like that, you only have to roll the skulls in. You don't have to do anything but roll the skulls in. And boom, you have an answer. Skulls work perfectly when used correctly on a 50-50 picture. All these people that force skulls into the wrong skulls. Well, firstly, look at Ryan's eyes. They're rounded, right, and soft. Soft eyes is the most beautiful eyes you could what my mum calls them Jesus eyes, because that actor who plays Jesus had those same eyes. Bob, what's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. The one who, off the Detectives, the English guy, right? But what I'm saying is, when you bring these skulls in, women have rounded eyes, look. Men have rectangular eyes. And when you bring them in, if those fittings don't fit, we know you're lying. It's that simple. Loads of people have been wrong skulled out there by Roberto. You all know I ignored Roberto's face, skulls and everything. You know that, right? Yeah. The only thing I think I ever posted of Roberto's was the leg picture, one leg picture, and maybe the one with the birds where they triangled the birds, but that was it. You have to convince me first that you're a woman before I truly commit to your work. Same with Skull and Gate, same with anybody. You have to prove to me first that you are exactly what you say you are on the tin. And I have many different markers, not just the skeleton ones, that tell me. Jesus told me I'll know you by your fruits, the things that come out your mouth. Sean has never said a word out of place, ever. All the time I've known him. Not once did he say anything that Jesus would have said, I'd know him by his fruits. Not once. He told the truth about it being all of them. He told the truth about the fakers, Simon Woods, Roberto. He's told the truth about all of them. When my teacher, Bevy, blocked Shawnee, I stopped talking to Bevy because Sean's a truth teller. The only place, and it's not anything wrong, Sean, is that we don't agree on Jesus. That's the only place where I can't 100% agree with you. Everything else we agree with, right, Sean? The quack scenes, the bombs, space, everything. The only thing that's different between me and Sean is my faith in Jesus. Is all in God, which is fine by me, you know. I need a middleman. You understand? I need the middleman. I've committed endless amounts of sins whilst I'm down here, way more than most of you. My criminal record alone stops me from getting into heaven. Thou shalt not steal. And my criminal record will outweigh every single one in chat. I'm telling you now. All of you put together, I bet it don't come up to mine. Because for 3-4 years of my life, I was lost. And I was a sinner. But I can admit it. I can admit I was a thief. I stole. I lied. I cheated. I cheated on my partners. I cheated in life. I can admit all these things because Jesus paid my sins in advance. His blood washed away my sin because I didn't know what I was doing. Just as he said on the cross, forgive him, Father, for he knows what he does. I didn't. But now I do know. So if I was to go and repeat any of the stuff that I've nearly swore, any of the stuff I've done in my past, I'd be blaspheming the Holy Spirit because I'd know that God, I know that God exists. I don't believe in God. I know that God exists. I believe in Jesus. There's a difference. Look at the state of this. Titties! It's Thursday night and Nana's got her baps out, arms akimbo. Look at the V-shaped clavicles. Look how it V's here. It's not just the V upwards, it's the V here that we look at. She's got look at the difference in the place where to put Mama's spicy meatballs. On a fit woman, there's hardly any room, right? It's not a big, deep crevice. I know if you're a fat bloke, you're not going to have such a crevice. I get it, and your bones aren't going to show as much, but you're still going to be wide. You're not just going to be wide. You're going to be humongously wide. Ryan Gosling fails forensics. 5 head, widest in hairline, small, high set ears, close set eyes, pink lips, sloping jawline, pointed chin, no trachea, no Adam's apple. She got massive hips. Yeah, she has. There's a picture where she's standing here. There. Look, there's the hips. She put her hands in her pockets because she don't want you to see where the widest part is, below the crotch. And women, they are male-looking trousers, aren't they, look? And maybe it's still a little bit too high. Mine would probably sit there, I think, if that was me. I still think they're a little bit high, but these FTMs wear the trousers up here, giving them that long leg and the short body. Because that's what it is. Women get a short body because this bit's a womb. Men don't have that. We have 6-packs, not 2-packs. Right, Ryan Gosling, biologically female. It's an FTM transceiver. Transdeceiver, should I say. Pink lips. Look at those beautiful eyelashes. Let's go walking with Gosling. I think I've got Gosling. I'd be surprised if he's not there. Because my favourite girlfriend's film was the Notebook. With this girl in it. Paste. Where are we? Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling. Search. Yes, he has a waist indent. But the most easy way to identify a man from a woman is the way they walk. And that right there is a woman with her elbows out. See what I mean? Men don't walk like this. I don't walk like this. I certainly don't have chicken nom-noms like that. And again, Jared, I love your work. Straight legs, knees together, just like me. Not straight legs, knees crossed over. From Flamingo, look. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. A real girl, that is. All you real girls, you walk like this. All you real guys, you walk like this. Reverse flamingo. From the front or the back, you should know what that diamond is. I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. Broken leg. Mind you, you do come from Australia. Your name is not highlighted on my phone. What does that mean? Your name is not highlighted. Sometimes the phone don't do them, I've been told. PCs definitely do it. But if I come to chat, if I come to chat, home, live, pause. Sometimes, there we go. So, this is what happens when you want to get my attention or someone else's attention. By the way, there are 2 chats, look. There's live chat and top chat. That should be in live chat. Dickhead. As if that was in top chat. Oh, that's the first time ever I put it in top chat and forgot about it. Live chat and top chat. Top chat is what Google wants you to see. Live chat is everyone's messages. Okay? So if you haven't got on live chat, you won't even be seeing everybody's messages. I'm telling you now. Because this blocks them out. Look, such as potential spam may not be visible. So if YouTube considers your comment spam, it blocks it out. You can only see it in live chat. So in live chat, the minute I write the @ symbol, there it is, @. Let's say I want to direct to Rachel. I put Rachel. I need to put R-A, look. And it brought up Rachel Tucker's name. I click on it and Rachel Tucker is spelled out for me. And then I can put, hi. And on Rachel's screen, the yellow part is on her name. There, hi, not this bit. That's me. So when you write to me like that, it highlights my name. That's not orange anymore, that's yellow. When did it change it? 33, oh, that's 13. 13 still a geometry colour though. So that's how you do it. And you can do it with anyone, look. @Sandra, S-A, Sandra comes up, look, Sandra. I tap on Sandra, it spells it for me, and I can put, hi, and then it does it to you, look. That's what it looks like. Got it? That's how you talk to people. And there are 2 chats, top chat and live chat. Just what I tell you. Right, let's get rid of that. Stop putting me off. Ryan Gosling, full mints. Full mints from Flamingo, arms akimbo, shoulder tilted. We're done, right? You don't need any more. It's a little upset. Look at the difference in that. Woman, look, upside down egg, then look at that bolt. Look at the male stare. Low set ears, look, in line with the lips. It's a man, final answer. Not on cheap mobiles. Don't do it on that. So you'd have to put at GTG to get my attention. Even then I might not notice it. I did notice that one though, Sandra. But when you put my name in properly, it highlights my name for me to look at it. Ryan Gosling's a woman, right? Let's get rid of it. Oh, Elliot Page. I meant to keep that one up, sorry. Elliot Page. Let's take that one. Let me cut out. Who was it? Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling, there we go. 15 minutes. I was ranting again. Stop making me rant. Gosling. Ryan Gosling, there we go. Right, next. Elliot Page. Now, Elliot Page is a double flip-flop. Someone wrote in my chat the other day, what's double flip-flop? And I put a thumbs up. I didn't see what. I thought it said that's a double flip-flop. Is what I thought it said. That's why I ticked it. Somewhere here in messages. I'm forgetting to look in messages. There's quite a few requests in here. The Queen is Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson's a woman, Letty. Give me a fucking break. How do you check the gait of width of people in mobility issues? How do you check it? You can't check it because the legs are all messed up. You can't. You can only do a skull check. We tried, didn't we, on the, what do they call them Siamese twins. That was pretty difficult to find. Paul Walker, male or female? Walk hair. It's a girl. Oh, is it? You're not asking me. Is that a video? That's a video. Michael Caine, good actor, but living a lie. I agree. Who was it? It was someone here. Hello, Renee. Oh, I can't find it now. Hello, Liana. Your master. Hi. One. Thank you. What does that mean? Why can't I find... There he is. In the Matrix, I asked what is a double flip-flop. I get highlighted a thumbs up. Doesn't answer my question. Well, if a flip-flop is Sandra Bullock, then a double flip-flop is Sandra Bullock being born a woman and going back to being a woman. Like Elliot Page here. Elliot Page was a boy, pretended to be a girl, who went back to being a boy. That's a double flip-flop, okay? A flip-flop is a boy to a girl or a girl to a boy. A double flip-flop is the full reverse, back to original gender. But they're still pretending to be the wrong one. You understand? You're still confused. You're still in muddied waters. Like, Elliot was a girl who turned into a boy, but it's not. It's a girl that turned... A boy that turned into a girl that turned back into a boy. That's the right way around. Caitlyn Jenner is a girl that turned into a boy that went back to being a girl. It's, even though they are showing as the true gender, people think that it's an opposite gender pretending when it's actually them as themselves. And that's what this is. There are many girls out there that are going to go and copy and be influenced, because this is an influencer, going to be influenced by Elliot Page's actions. Young, influential girls, the ones that starve themselves because they want this body and can't get it. Because girls think that this was a girl, and it's not. That's a boy. That is a boy. Right? Look at the face. That's a boy. Set eyes, wide smile, high cheekbones, large ears, chin's been feminized, neck's been shaved. Girls think that they're going to look like Elliot when they change themselves. But they're not. Elliot looks manly because Elliot is a man. It's not a woman. It was a man first off, pretending to be a woman, who goes back to being a man. There's quite a few of them that do this. And then young girls think they're going to look like this. They go and copy this. They're influenced by Elliot. Elliot's so brave. No, Elliot's a fucking liar. A deceiver. Elliot was already a boy. And all you girls that want to look like this, you won't. You're just going to masculinize your beauty that God gave you. You're going to ruin it. Elliot's got huge clavicles that protrude out of the shoulders. Look there. Look at that bone sticking there. See it? Women don't get this because the bra straps just fall off the shoulders. So, the girls out there are going to go and have top surgery. Top surgery is where you remove the breasts. And you think you're going to look like this, but you're not, because that is a male body. They added breasts and then removed them. And then pretended that it's a girl to a boy. And it's not. It is a boy. It's always been a boy. It's proven by the way he walks. These were my genuine mistakes when I made them. Liz Early's son. I made a few mistakes when I first started because I didn't know about double flip-flops. Rachel Levine was always a questionable one. I never put my nail down until Sean got the gates. But Caitlyn Jenner's one. Elliot Page is another. There's quite a few double flip-flops. That one off the X Factor, I can't remember his name, whatever. Jazz Jennings. That one is what it presents as. And this one is what it presents as. It's a boy. It's not a girl. It's presented as a boy. It is a boy. But the general public's knowledge of this is that it's a girl pretending to be a boy. And this is what you look like, girls, if you do it. But you won't, because that is a boy with a long, beefy neck. Deep stare. Large jaw. Strong neck. Doesn't have any ovaries. It's a man. Elliot Page, 2 first names. Let's get your gates, Elliot. Straight away there. 1. It's a man. Walks just like me. Look, straight legs. No diamonds. Feet pushing forwards. 2. It's not a good one. That one's better. 3. 4, game over, lock, straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. They're not ski whiff lock, they're straight. Because of the woman's knee, the valgus, it causes them to have ski whiff legs. They're not ski whiff lock. Dun 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 dun. Who's that? Rachel Levine. It is Rachel Levine, isn't it? The health secretary. Rachel Levine. And they're all slagging this one off. It's an ugly man. It's an ugly man. It's an ugly man. No, that's definitely a woman pretending to be a man who's gone back to being a woman. Double flip-flop. Deep set eyes. They look close set, but the head caves inwards, look. I know it's not a shadow casting chin. It's had quite a lot of surgery and it's fat. Dun 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 dun. Walking, Levine. There's one of him standing. There you go, Levine walking. Dude. A woman, sorry. Broken leg. Is there another one? I'm sure there is. No, it's hardly any gate. Sean's got the meme on this one. Why has he got 8 in there? Walking. I need a new keyboard. Where's the one like this? It's not the right picture, but women stand with their feet together, right? Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I'm sure Sean's got the gates on this one. It was a bitch to find them. The other one was Liz Early's son that I got wrong. Double flip-flopping. And that's what this is, double flip-flop. Boy to girl, back to boy. There's a few of them. Talk about confusion, right? Even when you think you've nailed one, you're still wrong. And we're done. Elliot Page is a boy, a natural bio boy. Proven by the way he walks. Look, straight legs, needs to have a space between his feet. We're done. Elliot Page, let me cut that one out. Dun 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 dun. Elliot Page. Two first names. Elliot Page. Create. Brooke Shields. What time is it? It's 11:15. How long are we going? 2.5 hours. Do you know what? I think I'll call that a night. We'll be back tomorrow. I go for my eye test tomorrow at last to get some new glasses, finally. More I've got to pay out. Dang it. But I should be able to see your screen properly now. I've scratched the glasses, my lenses and my glasses, over the last 2 years that I've had these. And I can't really, it's frosted. When I look through them, it frosts. It's like the glasses frost. If you know what I mean. If you wear glasses, you know what I mean. I've frosted my glasses. Right, anyway. I'll see you tomorrow with my new glasses, hopefully. Just remember, God loves you. He wants you to know that you were born in an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, that dog knows I'm saying goodbye a lot. Tipsy, topsy, turvy. What do you want, eh? Hey, what do you want? Tipsy, topsy, turvy. Well, he knows what that means when I say that. He knows I'm logging off. I'm going to get up. I'm going to have a wee and a cup of tea, aren't we? Come on then. Good night, guys. Just remember, God loves you. He truly does. Sweet dreams. Come on, then.